The European Commission President has called on the EU to ban oil imports from Russia. Ursula von der Leyen addressed the European Parliament in Strasbourg. She outlined a sixth package of sanctions against Moscow over its war on Ukraine and called for a phased embargo of Russian oil imports by the end of the year. Here's what the EU Commission President had to say.
Today, we are addressing our dependency on Russian oil, and let's be clear, it will not be easy, because some member states are strongly dependent on Russian oil, but we simply have to do it. So today, we will propose to ban all Russian oil from Europe. This will be a complete import ban on all Russian oil, seaborne and pipeline, crude and refined. We will make sure that we phase out Russian oil in an orderly fashion, so in a way that allows us and our partners to secure alternative supply routes and at the same time be very careful that we minimize the impact on the global market. And this is why we will phase out Russian supply of crude oil within 6 months and refined products by the end of the year.
Let's cross straight over to Strasbourg now, where DW correspondent Marina Strauss is standing by. Marina, a promise there to phase out Russian oil, but with a very long stretch ahead. Will this be enough?
Yeah, the Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said it. I will repeat it because it's important. The EU plans to, or the EU Commission proposes to phase out crude oil within 6 months and refined oil by the end of the year. So it's a long transitional period, so some time for EU member states to prepare. And what we're hearing from the Commission, from EU officials, is that 2 EU countries will be given even more time, namely Hungary and Slovakia, maybe even a year or longer, to phase out Russian oil, because otherwise they would probably not agree to this deal, because they're heavily reliant on Russian oil. So is this efficient? We don't know. There are very different opinions on this matter. Of course, the EU Commission says clearly yes. They don't know how Vladimir Putin will react, because he's clearly unpredictable. That's what the EU Commission says. What we're hearing from MEPs, what many of them said this morning, is that there's a fear that because of the ban of Russian oil in Europe, prices could rise in Europe and also all over the world, and that could mean that Russia could sell its oil to other bidders, to other countries, for a very high price and still make a lot of revenues. But that's one of the reasons why the EU is not ending Russian oil immediately. But that's the reason that Ursula von der Leyen gave for this long transitional period.
Now, von der Leyen also proposed some other sanctions. Can you tell us more about those?
Yes, there are namely 4 or 5 other points that she mentioned this morning. One of the most important points is that the largest Russian bank, the Sberbank, will be de-swifted, so taken off of this international financial transaction tool. Also, 2 other Russian banks will be targeted. Then, also important, the EU Commission proposes to target military officials that were involved in the atrocities in Bucha and in Mariupol. Then the EU Commission wants to ban 3 more Russian media that they blame them for spreading fake news and misinformation. We haven't got the names yet, but are still waiting for it. And then they will also target consultants, European consultants that help advise Russian companies.
All right, Marina, just briefly, this is only a proposal. When will all this be decided?
It's the EU Council, so the EU member states, that will now have to decide. And with the last sanction packages, it always took 48 hours, a few days, so it's likely that it will be the same amount of time again.
All right, Marina, thank you. Marina Strauss in Strasbourg.